Good.
I think I'm live. I don't know.
Yeah, we're live now, buddy.
Yeah.
Prime time.
Yeah. Prime time, man. I hope we get some feedback. Normally I tell them ahead of time, but this was kind of like impromptu and stuff. So I wanted to pick your brain, man. I wanted to pick your brain about NBA and you and me be on par with the same type of stuff and what's going on. And I kind of wanted to pick your brain because an idea popped in my head that they might not pick Cade, and I was a little mad about that. I was a little mad. I'm telling that idea in my head to go away, and go away. But I'm just nervous, man. I'm nervous about the draft, everything coming up with the Pistons. For me, man, it's just it's too good to be true if they pick him. You know?
Yeah. For some reason, I got a strange feeling that we're going to get Green for some odd reason. It is something in the back of my mind. We're going to get Green. Something telling me that. Even though, I said we're going to get K, but it's something that little thing in the back of my mind said we're going to get Green, which I won't be pissed. I won't be mad if we did get Green because I like Green. I like Green personally. I don't know about y'all, but.
Yeah. It's just it's indefinite, man. It's indefinite till it happens. We have so many bad memories from these organizations being in the right place, like the Lions being in the right place, like the Darko Milicic thing being in the right place. Like you're literally in the right place. Like you can't lose. Like before, when you was picking at 8 and you was picking at 7, you could lose. You could lose, mess up. But now you're picking at number 1. You could choose me for all you care, And I don't know, man. It's not familiar territory for me. It's not familiar at all because at the end of the day, there's this like thing that the Pistons have is this like they have Troy Reaver, but they still have a little stank on them, man, and I don't like, man. So I'm trying to get used to the fact that they actually gonna pick correctly. So, like you said, they might pick Green. Would you be mad if they pick Green?
No,
No,
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Why wouldn't you be mad? I'd be furious, man.
He's a shooting. We don't have a shooting guard for real. Yeah, Josh Jackson, but he more of a role player. And Killian, we just drafted him last year. I know they want Cade because they think Cade can be that guy.
That's who's running the league right now. Is a Cade? That's who's running the league, man. The 6'8" point forward is bringing the ball up now. Like 6 years ago, that wouldn't have happened, but you wouldn't be mad.
No, like if I'm gonna get a guy that's a shooting guard, a true shooting guard,
right?
K more of a he could play the 1 through 3, but like I'd rather have. Green, he could just score.
Yeah, he
say
he played terrible defense.
Terrible defense. But you gotta look at it this way. You want the volume score, right? The Pistons don't really have one. And I can see Killian setting them up. And shoot, I can see Green averaging 15 to 20 points per game his rookie year. I can see that happening. But I don't know. If we get Cade, I won't be mad. Either one of them will be fine with me. Now, if we trade this pick, I'll be pissed.
Yeah, but no, we trade it for sure. You gotta get like a king's ransom if you trade it. You gotta get freaking LeBron James at 24. Like you gotta get the next it factor and some picks. Like this is a no brainer. Like, and one thing when I was talking to Joe Polo, man, it was we got 3 picks in the second round. Do we trade up? So Cade is the pick. That's cool. Are we gonna trade up? Or we gonna get the center Bassey? Like who we gonna get in the first round? or the second round, we're going to trade our pick. What are we going to do? Do you fill out a bench? Do you try to fill out your bench? Because you're going to lose some guys in free agency. Like, what would you do in the second round?
Just keep them damn picks. Keep them second round picks. You're going to hit something on one of them three. Or somebody going to turn out to be better than what they draft stock is. So I keep them picks, and I keep the first overall pick. And don't do nothing. I won't do anything.
Right, don't do nothing. You try to fill out a roster. Free agency. Go ahead.
Now, this is a real scenario that I can see happening. It's very possible. Either Jeremy Grant get traded to some. I don't know. He probably gonna get traded, but I'm not 100% sure. But I don't know. I could just see that happening. Jeremy Grant get traded, Killian get traded. One of them two.
Right.
They want an extra first round pick, but I wouldn't do that. But I can see that happening.
I like Grant. I like Grant a lot. What I don't like is the fact that there's the conversation about Killian off the ball, that he can't create his own shot. There is stats like saying that he can shoot and he's just scared to shoot. You know, there's stats that can say he's better off the ball. There's other stats too out there that obviously combat that. I'm not concerned about Cade coexisting with none of these players because he started as a role player. He started, that season as a role player and then just went off, and averaged 24 a game. Big concern for me, man, is if you trade away the team, like you trade away the Jeremy Grants, he's going to be forced. He's going to be forced to be like God because Jeremy Grant, you can't give this dude away. This dude was averaging 20 a game for you. He was an only star. He's the reason you won the games you did win. And y'all, of course, they had to load management. They had to do some things, sit his ass down because, I love the fact we taking Cade 140. I love the fact we taking Cade.
Because I think Weaver. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead, no, bro. You good?
I ain't want to interrupt you, but I was like, yeah, like I don't. Yeah, he averaged 20 points per game, but he was a little inefficient for me. Jeremy Grant.
Right.
He was very. Look at his percentages. Inefficient. He barely shot 40% from the field. But then again, he had to take a lot of jump shots. So, hey, when you shoot the ball that much, you probably more likely gonna miss more shots.
Right.
My bad to take. But go ahead.
Okay. What I'm looking at, oh shit, that's $60 million. That's what people don't want to see, man. So played 54 games, 33 minutes a game, average 22 a game. 3-point percentage, 35% from the arc, 2.8 on the assists, steals, 0.6, rebounds was good. I think he's a wing player, 42% average field goals. So the 42% with the field goals is bad. Only he can play two spots. I'm not a fan of. I like the 22 points a game, the volume shooting, but what I don't like is the actual misses. I don't like the percentage, like you say, the inconsistency. But I believe Cade is a better fit. Would you be upset if we took Grant? I'd be upset. He wouldn't. I'd be upset because I believe that you have an all-around player in Cade. I'll get to that later. You have an all-around player. Yeah, like you say, he's a volume guy. He has some inconsistency and still can average like 35 or 25. So I'm just glad we got him for $60 million for 3 years. That's all. Because a player like him nowadays, they'll try to go for a supermax. We got him on a discount. We overpaid him when we paid him, but we got him for a discount now. My big thing with you is like, you could really educate me on what you want to see from the bench. Who you like right now and who you like in free agency for us?
I don't know if Frank Jackson coming back. I don't know if his contract up this year. I gotta look that up, but I think it is.
Oh,
and Frank Jackson. Yeah.
You know what I've seen? So check this out, right? I've seen this shit, man. So there was this picture with Jalen Rose. I believe.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. I know.
It's Draymond Green, man,
and Big Sean.
And Big Sean, right? So Big Sean, the creative director for Detroit. Jalen Rose is happy about Detroit. He going crazy on that little show he got. He going, he real excited. And is there a point where we could trade for him? Now, I know his contract is enormous. He signed through 2023. Obviously, I did a little bit of research on Draymond Green, but I think Draymond Green would be a nice fit here. I really do. Maybe I sound crazy, but if he can just lock up somebody and take him away. I don't need him to score points. I got Jeremy Grant for that. I got, he'll bring some attitude to the, similar to Rasheed. You think we trade for him? We get rid of those picks, or we trade for him? The second round picks, not the first, the second round picks. Oh,
I don't see Golden State getting rid of him. I think he's gonna play all his contract there.
Okay.
And because even though he got a nice size contract, he do, but
he chilling. Yeah. He overpaid.
You say he definitely overpaid, no question.
Do they restructure deals?
I think you said restructure his deal.
Do they restructure deals in the NBA? I know they got amnesty and shit like that, but do they restructure deals like?
I think they do. Him going to a Piston, I mean, even though Draymond Green I don't think he's the greatest player. I mean, on my channel, I made fun of him so many times, but
oh yeah,
but yeah.
You go in, bro. Man, feel comfortable, bro. Feel comfortable. I mean, you're doing me a favor by being here, bro. It's just
who would you sacrifice? Do you want him to start? Because he ain't gonna talk about coming off the bench. He ain't gonna want that position. So who are you gonna sacrifice at starting? That's the question.
I might sound stupid. But I could have Plumlee. I could have Plumlee at the 5, and I can run small ball with Jameer Grant at the 4, or Bay at the 4, or Jameer Grant at the 3. No, Jameer Grant at the 2, and of course, Killian or Cade at the 1, and he can play the 3. But he's going to be the smallest defender out there. That's crazy. Ain't that crazy? I say small ball, and he's going to be the smallest one. But, if the trade is too much to swing, I just seen him around some Detroit people, and I'm like, all right, cool. Because he's from Saginaw. So he is – Draymond Green is my cousin's cousin. So – and no cap either, because he came to my grandma's funeral, and he bought these white roses and stuff. And I didn't believe he was my cousin's cousin. So my cousin, my mother's cousin is his cousin. That's what it is. My mother's cousin is his cousin. So his whole family came to my my grandma's funeral. So, and then, his family was acting like a little bold. His mama, especially, she was acting like she was gonna get kidnapped or some shit. She was acting crazy, like no cap. This happened in 2017. My grandma passed 2017. I thought that was a rumor or whatever. But that's my mom's cousin, which to me is cousin. So anyway. Just to have that back, I know he'll probably come around my mom's family, and like they Gucci, so be comfortable around that. But at the end of the day, I just want a team, man. I think Detroit Lions and Detroit Pistons and Detroit Tigers. I see this win streak they on. all these teams is really building. Rebuild city. Even with the hockey team, we deserve a winner, bro. And I think it's all coming in fruition with all the teams right now. And the Pistons could be the first winning team. And I know they won with Blake, and they went to their little bullshit to eight.
Don't tell me about that, because I went to that playoff game.
You hated that crap too.
I went to that playoff game, bro. The game, he came back game 3. Man, Milwaukee bust our ass, boy. They was killing our shit. And everybody like, oh, Blake, oh my God, he coming back, he's saving the team. I'm like,
he couldn't jump.
I never wanted Blake Griffin. Never.
I had a friend say to me, Avery, the boy can't jump. He can't jump, Avery. I'm like, what?
He went to Brooklyn, started dunking that boy.
Right. He went to Brooklyn, went crazy, right? He was a whole different person. He had to stay in here and heal. Any bigs I like in the draft. So I got put on. Yeah, we have 3 picks. I'm sorry about this, bro. I'm real bad at this live stuff. Anyway, second round, big for 3. Yeah. Hey, I know him. He's awesome. David Anderson. Any bigs you like in the draft? Yeah. Bassey. I forget his name. I forget his Bassey's someone I like. He played defense. Can't really offer you nothing on the offensive end, but he can play solid defense, rebound. Who's our bigs? Right now, I would say your big is Mason Plumlee. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
What are the Lions gonna do? Who's gonna break out? I guess we could switch gears real quick. But okay. I know you've said it on your channel, and I watch your channel a lot. And I know I got 5 in the chat. Shout out to y'all. I just need you to reiterate it because I'm real positive on the Lions. I'm real positive. I am. I like what I see in the trenches. I like what I see overall. Probably the only thing I don't like is Anthony Lynn. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, the only thing I don't like is Anthony Lynn. But
you don't like Anthony Lynn?
Anthony Lynn blew 6 games, probably 4 solid games where he was up over 21 points, and his defense, something he controlled. And his special teams, something he controlled. He took over the reins of calling special teams and defense. Failed. And he was an offensive guy. So he was telling people what to do, and they were failing in different aspects. I do like the fact that he's always had a top 5 running game. I do like the fact that he's not with the Chargers. He had a top 5 running game with the Jets. He had a top 5 running game when he was interim head coach with the Bills, and he went like 6-10 that year, 7-9 with the Bills, and had a top 5 running game. So I do like that component, but he did blow some leads. Now, what he did do when he went on that 4-0 run in December, which was obviously, all his quarterback, not him, but what he did do was he started paying attention to analytics, and he started paying attention to making the pass open up the run, as opposed to all these other games where he tried to use the run to open up the pass. And once he paid attention, and once he let his quarterback cook, that's when he was successful. But I don't like the game management style of Anthony Lynn. I know that's bad, but I've seen that. I think you got a question here. Got a question from my man here, John Capper.
What's up? What's the question?
Man, Beast, what are the Lions gonna do? Oh, yeah, that was it. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
Lions. I don't think you wanted me to see how many games they're going to, or you say what they're going to do or who they're going to break out.
Do all that.
Who I think is going to break out? Is it really breaking out? I'm going to predict that DeAndre Swift get 1,000 yards rushing this year.
That's good.
I'm going to predict that. And because our O-line, bro, they're going to be moving mountains in that bitch. Now, only one I question a little bit, well, Big V, he can run block, but he can't pass block for real. Let's see. That's great. That's gonna be my breakout guy for this year. He gonna double, maybe a little over double his stats. But then again, who like is? Do you think Jamal Williams is gonna get at least 500-600 yards rushing and stuff? Are we gonna be like a team that a heavy run team? Do you think we're gonna be a heavy run team or a balanced team? Or a pass happy team?
I don't want to see no pass happy. I don't want to see that. I think for the most part they're gonna want to be balanced, but their personality is gonna breed a running machine. Like I think Williams might have 600, and you got to understand that they can have 600 receiving too. They're that good, you know. Golf in between the hashes is really that good when a running back is eking out the backfield for the screen or for the flat. So I think Williams has 600 yards, and then on top of that, he probably has 600 yards receiving or something to that. Now, your boy Swift reminds me of Javit without the concussions. You know, he has that vision, he has ability, he's fast, and I think he has strength to actually get to second level and start competing with linebackers, busting them in the head. I think Swift has 1,000 yards, like you say, he's going to break out. I don't think it's a breakout year because we know Swift can do that. You know, they took the ball out of his hands last year. And, you know, stats suggest when he had 89 yards or whatever, when he was going against Atlanta or even that Tennessee game they lost, like there was a lot to show. Like he was a real good running back. So I'm looking for them to really be a very, very good team, bro. Like breakout is probably going to be Jared Goff, honestly. There's so much negative information on him out there that I'm sure he's seen it, he's heard it, he's believed it, and now he's walking around. I just seen a Michael Brockers interview. I put it in my last video where he's walking around like he's the man. He's got the confidence. He's won at every level. He's telling guys what to do. He's telling guys how to move, what he wants to, what he expects from these wide receivers. And I just like that leadership characteristic that I'm getting from this individual. So.
I think we'll run more if they're smart and change and really control the time of possession. They are gonna run the ball more. Watch, they are. Anthony Lynn loves running the ball.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that right now. But my question is with the offense is the deep ball. Like, how the hell we gonna succeed in the vertical game? That's my main question, for real. Who's gonna be catching deep balls? Like, cause all I'm gonna see is a lot of short yard passes and running game. I want to see who's gonna be catching those deep balls. Is it Quintez?
Right. Oh, I mean, Quintez is able, I believe, to do it, but I don't think he's gonna be skilled at it. I think Tyrell Williams kind of like gets his career out the doldrums, and he does well. Like in 2018, Brandon Cooks had 1,300 yards. You know, 2018, 2017, it was really doing something with Brandon Cooks, and really, you know, he had that deep threat element. You know, also Robert Woods. You know, Robert Woods was the man on the intermediate routes. He had over 1,100 yards. You know, so if Goff has done it before, it's just been a long time since he's done it. Now, the receiver core, I'm believing somebody might just come out the blue, maybe as a deep threat, because Perriman has not looked good in camp. I just had got a hold of a story. I got this from Micro Mike. He was telling me, yeah, you see the story on Perriman. Like during mini camp, Perriman was running the wrong routes and everything. Perriman was running the wrong routes, didn't know where to go, moving lazy, running routes lazy. And with this coaching staff, you know, you got talent, but we can cut you, bro. And to me, it won't be a surprise. So I think Tyrell Williams really steps up. Now, where you got me at, bro, is that 1,000-yard rusher. Would you rather have that strong running game instead of that strong passing game?
I'd rather have like a strong running game. You can tire teams out, but that passing game, man, it's gonna come the time of this season, man. Goff gonna have to air that bitch out like 50 times, like 50 times plus.
Right.
I think that game against the Rams, when we play Stafford, we gonna have, man. I think that's gonna be a shootout. I think that game gonna be a shootout. I think neither team gonna be able to stop each other. It's gonna be the score gonna be in the 30s and 40s.
Right.
So
I'm with you. I'm with you. You know that he's broke the narrative a couple of times. I think the Kansas City. You look at a team like Kansas City, who barely ran the ball, who used the pass to open up the run. You look at a team like the Rams themselves. We can be a pass-happy team and still have a good running game, and still, as long as we're using the run to close out games, we're going to be better than what people say we are. I have hope in that. I believe in that. And if we not, I'll eat my words. I don't want to be fake on here and say, oh yeah, we got some things, but we'll be 16-0, 17-0. I don't get love like that to be lying like that. So for me, everything they're doing, I think John Kapler said it best. How do we get the deep ball going? We bait them, we drop them off, and I think the deep ball, we get them on the deep ball. The thing that worked for the Rams the best was making every play the same. I think Goff is really going to benefit from his time with McVay. He's really going to incorporate things he likes, what he is. That's what happens when you got a proven quarterback. You got a proven winner and loser. Like, he might like play action pass. He might like quick passes before. He might like the script better if you're scripting out 30 plays. He might like hurry up better. You don't know. Everything he did was controlled and contrived with Sean McVay. So I'm really anxious to see him in that first preseason game. I want to be on with you, bro, because you're going to be talking that shit. You're going to be talking that shit, and that's what I need, bro. Because you be calling motherfuckers out, man. You, Liddy Mob, everybody be calling motherfuckers out, man. Like me, the way I watch a game, man, I'll write down every drive, every play, what it went for, and it's all this data and shit. And then at the end of the game, I'm like, these motherfuckers had the game. They had the game at this point, and they messed up, just like Chicago, that first game against Chicago. Goff going off, and I'm with it, man.
I'm telling you, like 49ers, man, I think he gonna fuck the 49ers up. People think he's not.
I think that's
he gonna fuck them up. I'm on that shit, man. I don't care. Goff gonna he talking about he don't really beat the 49ers. He gonna do that week 1. I think he gonna fuck their ass up.
Right.
Me personally.
Well, our front line offense get us above that 50. I think our front line gets us above everything. Like, we're gonna be running deep on motherfuckers. And we was running good on people with Ragnar and with Halapute Vaitai last year. When they had the opportunity to run and had look at the highlights, and they had opportunities to run and they did, especially that Chicago game, it was gashing them fools with Peterson. And our offensive line gonna be way better than what people think. I fuck with this team, man, heavily, man. We're going to fuck the 49ers up because the Niners, they have no film to go off of. All they can do is game plan, and they base defense is a base cover three zone. That's what their base defense was under Robert Saleh. So how I would attack that, even though they have great linebackers, how I would attack that is I would put Swift in space. It would just be I would keep both my running backs on the field. Why can't I keep both of them on the field? You got Swift and Williams. You got one pass going out for the pass. You got one going out to block and then eke out in the backfield. Like, you can do so many things out of a two shotgun, two back set that's like you would confuse it. I think it's best for them to be confused, that defense. And that's how you beat the 49ers, especially when you run, because they play gap control. We don't fuck them up. Now, I think we start 3-0. You think I'm crazy, don't you? Everybody think I'm crazy. Then
what's our first 3 games?
Baltimore, Green Bay, and San Francisco. San Francisco is the first game. Green Bay is the second game. Baltimore is the third game.
We're not beating Baltimore. I'm sorry, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not gonna happen. I can see us beating the Green Bay Packers, or as I call them. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that on this channel. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Because well, if you heard what I called the Packers in the past,
Yeah. So the Packers game, right? So the Packers, now that Aaron Rodgers is back, it's probably 2-1 realistically. But the reason I think we beat the Packers is because now we have to scheme. Our defense have to scheme around one player. And our defense has to scheme around Devontae Adams and play and contain on Aaron Rodgers. With that, you're going to put a linebacker in a spy, and you're going to try to contain Aaron. If you can, you're going to try to contain Aaron. Now you're not playing as much man-to-man coverage, but you got a guy in the spy, probably Tavai or whoever linebacker 2 is going to be, because we know we got Collins on this side, and I believe Tavai ekes out on Barnes and gets the starting job. You have the 4th best pass rusher in the league with a guy, Aquara. But I believe his other brother is going to be on the other side flipping it with Trey. And what's that man's name? I'm just going to call him 90, bro. Anyway, I believe our pass rushers, Trey Flowers, our pass rushers are way better than we think, because under Patricia, they got sacks. They got 10 sacks. Aquara got 10 sacks with Patricia. And now, he was productive with Patricia. I think that speed and space concept is really going to work. I think they're going to try to mask the coverages. They might show a single high safety, but it's really going to be a cover 2 man under. It's really going to be this, that, and the third. They might play, and the Saints like to do this. The Saints like to show zone and then play, come off and play a cover 2 man switch. And a cover 2 man switch is, if this receiver does this route, I, as the breaking corner, I am now in cover 2. If you go this way, I'm in cover 2 to stop the flat. But if you go straight, it's man. So a lot of teams are doing that. And I think that you said Baltimore. Hell no. I think that you're going to confuse Aaron Rodgers enough to the point you eke out a win 20-13. The reason I think they beat Baltimore is Baltimore for the last 2 years. Oh, let me finish this. Baltimore and the Packers have controlled time of possession. They've led the league in time of possession. 26 minutes for the Packers, 25 for Baltimore. If you can take away the run from Baltimore, who's a heavily run team, that's their base, okay? And if you can have those young receivers in the Baltimore, Tylan Wallace, if you can have those guys prove themselves up against our corners, and I believe Dunbar is going to take a step, Okuda is going to take a step, I think their passing game going to be shut down, so we have to focus on one thing, is the run and defending the tight ends. And once we focus on these, once we take something away from a team, like their best receiver, their best tight end, or their best thing, which is running the ball, I think we're going to be more successful. So that's what that's why I think 3-0. I know I'm crazy, but look, Packers getting old ass Cobb. I heard about that. You heard about that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, what you think of that?
I'm not nervous.
You're not nervous?
Cobb ain't what he used to be. He ain't what he used to be.
Yeah. He ain't what he used to be. No, I need a man beast. He don't want him to choke. Here's the BS I'm gonna tell you. What do you say? What the BS? What's BS? Is it? Please don't tell me I'm talking BS because I said.
No, I think it's something else.
Okay. You got to clarify that. Trey, FE, safety, CB, as long as Dunbar and Walker, we got something. I believe we do have something. I believe in this coaching staff. I just found out about our linebacker coach. He was solid. Everywhere he's been, the linebacker coach. I'll make sure I get his name right. Mark Delone. Okay, I'll make sure I'm getting that out right. Mark Delone has he's developed a lot of linebackers. Tamba Ali was a regular guy, and then he got this dude and blew up his career. Tampa Ali, who else he's coached? He's been Roquan Smith, been in Chicago. He's coached up those linebackers. So I think our linebackers are going to be coached. A lot of it comes down to coaching. Like in the NFL, I've noticed like coaches don't really coach. They more like manage and play call and leave players out there. This is kind of like the Bill Belichick style. I think what this coaching staff is going to do is they're going to correct, just like how Okuda said just like 2 months ago, where he talked to the defensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator was giving him game. That's so important for a player. When I was playing in high school and when I tried out collegiately, that was important to me to have that relationship with a coach that I know that, oh, he's telling me right. And if I do this technique, I'm going to win. Okay, I'm going to win most of my routes. So, just having that relationship is huge. As a Bengals fan said he had a win against us in Penn, and they were going to shit all over us. Now, that's crazy as hell. How's that BS for you guys? That's BS completely because the Bengals have no reason to win. Offensive line's iffy. Defense is iffy. They just lost a Woozier, their fastest corner. If we can air it out, we're gonna win. I wanted to ask you, man, Beast, because you're the man. I wanted to ask you what you think about So what you think about Perriman, man? What you think about who you think gonna emerge like in the wide receiver room? Because you got a gifted opinion, man. So
Perriman, I said this before you signed him, he sucks. But an injury problem. I'm just be honest.
right.
I'm just be honest with you. You said his receiver room.
Yeah.
So what about the receiver room?
Who do you think gonna emerge out of it, man? Because right now I think we have 9 receivers. We have Perriman, we have Sage Sherrod, we have McKinley, we have Williams, Amon-Ra,
Khalif Raymond.
Khalif Raymond is probably gonna be a guy that's a return man. Victor Bolden, that's 6. Tom Kennedy, that's 7. What's that dude from Geronimo Allison? That's 8. Perriman, that's 9. Unless I called Perriman, but it is what it is.
A good receiver, a guy that's under the radar that nobody really talking about. I think actually gonna have some type of impact. Damian Ratley.
Oh yeah,
that was from the Cleveland Browns.
Damian Ratley.
I seen some of the tape. He actually not that bad. He actually not. He not.
I'm with that. You know why? I'm with that? Yeah. When I'm with that because he was already taken under the John Dorsey tree. John Dorsey knows how to pick receivers. He picked Antonio Callaway. He picked some other people that was phenomenal. He made the swing trade for Odell Beckham. He knows how to get receivers in the room. And Ratley, I'm gonna do some videos on him pretty soon. The other guys, I'm gonna do some videos on him soon. I like his speed, but what you think he gonna offer you? Something in a slot? I know he's 6'2". I know he's running and he's blazing fast, but show me what you've seen. Matter of fact, I could share my screen. Damian Ratley.
Yeah, he mainly gonna be in the slot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he mainly. I mean, he can run a little outside too, but he mainly a slot receiver. Yeah. I seen him play. I seen his tape a little bit. He's not bad. He's not bad. He just in Cleveland he didn't really get a chance, huh?
Well, I know he can play. He played at Texas A&M. I know he can play.
He just didn't get an opportunity because look what the receivers they got in Cleveland.
Yeah, they could go 3-5 deep. 3 or 5 deep in Cleveland. I'm really liking what I see. Sounds like Detroit let go by Texans. So here's with the Texans too. He had 4 receptions for 63 yards, 15 average receptions. Anyway, my bad, y'all. Anyway, so I'm liking what I see out of this dude. I'm just hoping in the training camp, I'm gonna be down there with Micro Mike. I'm gonna be down there watching on Friday. I don't know if that's what you're gonna do, but I'll be down there this weekend watching and seeing what's going on. It's real important for me to actually get, down there, interview some fans, any means necessary, hopefully interview some players and just make my name known. But guys like you, man, I remember I met you at a Lions camp. So receiver room, we set on that. What you think of the Calvin Johnson stuff going on right now? He ain't fucking with the Lions too much.
They didn't get him his money, man. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah,
give him his
I'm
bread.
on the same page. I'm gonna answer y'all questions. Hold on, man. I apologize. I'm on Ra and Cephas, my man Cephas. They'd probably take a jump. Yep. So how you feel about taking K number 1? Bone stealing, trading up. Did this man say trade up?
How are we gonna trade up?
Yeah,
we already got number
1. we got number 1. I'm right. We're not trying to diss you, bro. We just saying, like, hold on. We can bring Tate back. It would add some drama of the LA game rematch with Ramsey. 33-year-old Golden Tate ain't gonna give you nothing. That's in my humble opinion, man. I don't think. What do you think about Golden Tate, bro?
I mean, nah. But if you want the veteran leadership, yeah, bring him back. But nah, I rather just roll. I rather roll with what we got.
Why is it that Lions fans love nostalgia? Like, I honestly don't like nostalgia too much, man. I'm for real. It's not my thing. Like, I appreciate Golden Tate and what he did, but I don't want him to take away from the new young cats coming up, because if he gets those reps, that's a problem for me. And we cut a dude, Travis Fulgham, because we thought our receiver core was the shit. We won 5-6 games. So we thought our receiving core was the shit, and we cut Travis Fulgham. And then he went to the Eagles and went off. I'm not with that. So keep your young players, keep them right. Let's get it. Who's ready to see Sewell pancakes? Oh yeah. Especially if they do that. I think the first play they do is try to do a screen or something so he can get out in motion and really snap somebody up. I'm thinking that in preseason. Who's ready to see Sewell? Okay. Who's in better shape? Who's in a better situation, bro? I'm gonna let this go to you. Oh no! Oh no! Hold on, bro.
I don't know.
You don't know?
You know what? I'm gonna say golf.
So
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
One, he got a lot of player coaches there.
Right.
Two, is the Rams receiver core really that much better than the Lions?
I mean, I can't fault. That is true.
and golf got a much better offensive line, because the Rams was one of the worst offensive lines in the league last year.
Right.
That's why golf was getting his ass towed up, and they had no run game. And Stafford, he gonna go to LA. They gonna not have a running game over there too. So is Stafford really in a better situation? I don't think so. And I think Swift is better than any running back on the Rams right now. And Jamal Williams, for that matter.
This dude meant, do we trade up the second rounders to the first round, I guess. So Golf is in a better situation because he's not under pressure to win now. Stafford is under pressure to win now. And I say this because with a coach like McVay is going to have to live and die with the shit that we seen. McVay is going to have to live and die with the interception at the end of the game. And, like, you're looking at this dude like, why'd you throw that? McVay is going to have to live and die with the locking on your favorite receiver on third down and then just incompleting it, or being happy feet and getting blocked for 10 seconds and you get sacked. And that's not to talk down on Stafford. I just know I have 12 years of footage on Stafford. Like, I know what he does, and he hasn't grown since 2011. So 2011 was his great. If he was doing that every year, then we have to say, oh yeah, Stafford was the greatest and da 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 da. But he wasn't doing that. He was a 20 TDs and 13 interceptions dude. And he's been that for 2 or 3 years, and he's been injury prone. I think he's already doesn't work well under pressure. He threw 3 picks in the Dallas game, in the playoff game. And I'm still going to talk about that. I don't know how much better he is, but analytics suggest that Goff is better in key situations, and I need that. That's what I need, my game manager.
Oh, before you move to the next question, another thing, Goff is like the type of receivers guy Stafford not used to that. Stafford ain't got no big ass Calvin Johnsons and Marvin Joneses just catching jump balls. Kenny Galladay's catching all these damn jump balls to save his ass. Because you watched some of the tape of Stafford last year,
right?
Boy, he was terrible in certain situations. Like the Saints game, his throws are so bad. He should have got picked up like 4 times. Go back and watch the tape. You think I'm BS?
No, I'm gonna watch the tape. And Stafford, much love to him, bro. But being gutsy ain't enough. Like John Kitna was gutsy. John Kitna wasn't winning. You know what I'm saying? Like people give Stafford credit for all these sacks he took and shit like that. Like, bro, we drafted O-line for the last 5 years, like 4 years for sure. We drafted an O-line, whether it be the 3rd round, the 1st round, and then we went out and got Wagner. Like you had an elite right tackle, and Wagner just decided not to play. Like he decided not to be good anymore, I guess. So Kitna was gutsy. I'm saying Kitna was gutsy because Kitna got sacked with nothing and he had 35, 4,000 yards with a Mike Martz offense, That's gutsy to me. But like you said it like gospel, man. It's like Stafford is not in a good situation, bro. He's going to be under pressure. If Stafford loses a Monday night game, he's going to be under pressure the next day. What was he thinking?
Oh my God, like that. Like when we played shit toilet Bears on Thanksgiving a couple years ago, when Eddie Jackson got that pick 6.
And
that was Stafford fault.
Right.
Stafford, he stared his receiver the fuck down, and that's why he got picked. But hey, you can't tell these Detroit YouTubers this shit. You can't. Right. I know what I see. He stared him the fuck down.
Right. Detroit YouTube did not fuck with me too heavily. I appreciate the people that do. Shout out to Mobby. Shout out to all the guys. Everybody. Man Beast 2. Shout out to you. So find out what the people that actually fuck with me, because I don't say the most popular opinions and people think I be capping. But when it comes to Stafford, and shout out to Micro Mike, that's my dude, mentor for sure. I think that, I think Gridiron said it best. Your time has come. Bro, time has come. So you can go on and you can move on. And I just hate that people make it about him when they talk about Detroit. Like, can you imagine that? Like, remember Joe Lombardi came here and it was like, yeah, we're going to get Stafford on. We're going to bring him back to elite. Like, he was trying to change the gunslinger. And then every coach that ever came tried to get Stafford to buy in. And I just hate that it's about him. It's about the team now, And I'm just happy to see him go. Avery, did you want Sewell in the draft? Sewell actually was an interesting pickup. So I didn't think we would get a chance to get Sewell. So I was saying Micah Parsons all the way. I wanted Micah Parsons all the way. But I did try to do a video. And I say I tried because there was a video where I did this, like, Micah Parsons is the next coming of Ray Lewis, hopefully, right? The next video I was going to do was, this is why you don't draft him. And then I knew I would get some flack for that. You don't draft Micah Parsons if Sewell's on the board. And Sewell was my top guy. He's like the number 1 offensive guy on the board. Facts. See, you be spitting facts. I appreciate having you, bro. What is this? No problem. Is it me or does McVay like an egomaniac? He does. He does. Appreciate your one pride 140. McVay gonna hold Stafford to a different expectation, man. We've seen him trade away the future for this dude. You're going to live and die with this guy. Like, you're tied. If this guy is not successful, like, there was a report that came out, Stafford wasn't learning the offense fast enough, or he said some shit like Stafford, yeah, he's going to get it when he gets it. And then he had to immediately, like, he had immediately like backtrack and say, "Oh yeah, Stafford's getting it. He's really, he's working fast. He's working," because he realized like you're getting a rookie in your system, and you have the most complicated system in the league, and he's a 12-year veteran. Like people say, Goff can't read defenses. Neither can Stafford, bro. We've seen Stafford throwing a double coverage. We've seen Stafford throwing a triple coverage, and Calvin is just Calvin where he makes it happen. But I'm just saying that. I want to shift gears a little bit, man. I'll talk about the coaches, man. What's the expectation for these coaches? Like, do you want a defense that's number one? Do you want a top 10, 20, whatever defense? Like, we was dead last in every category, defensive-wise, offensive. I think we ranked 13th. Joe Lombardi called him stupid. I got to see that one. Devontae Watson, shout out to you. What's the expectation? What side of the ball is going to, like, rise?
I think it's the defense.
Okay.
The defense can't get no worse than what they was. Like they only going to get better. They can't get no worse. Like for real. I think the defense could be top 15. I think so. Top 15-ish, top 20 in that range this year.
I'm on that same way with you, bro. I think the defense is probably gonna be top 13 in the league. Just off situation, just off like if they choose to be a bend it but don't break defense. And they just let the secondary go for whatever reason. And it's all about their front seven and take it away to run first. I can see that being a thing. Or if they're just like heavy on turnovers and bend but don't break, that'll be real good.
Just like the 2016 Lions.
Yeah.
Like that team.
That team was heavy on turnovers, and that's when Stafford showed me he was valuable, to be honest. There was 2 years where I was like, Stafford is the guy. 2011 and 2016. Yeah, 7.
But to me, that 2016 Lions team, to me, that defense was the real reason why they won a lot of those games. Not just Stafford or not Stafford. I'm telling you, go back and watch the Eagles game, the Redskins game. Like they always made that key stop or have a key turnover. And a lot of those games, even the game against the Rams. And matter of fact, we played Case Keenum. That was the year. We played Case Keenum and Jeff Fisher, stupid ass, had Jared Goff on the bench for some reason. And nobody. Yeah. Hey man, but that's it. I'm just talking, man.
No, you go ahead, bro. I'm not like them other channels. I like cursing and all that shit. Like, I know motherfuckers don't fuck with me on cursing, but Slay did ball that year. That's what I was gonna say. Slay came up with some good big picks. I think that was 2016 where he had 7 picks and paid him all that money and disappeared. Hey, look, I hate Slay. I hate Okuda. I don't know if people know this enough. I just don't like them. I don't know, man. So for me, what you were saying is truth. That 2016 team was led by defense, 2014 especially. But they was missing like key components, man. So they never had a shutdown corner. And I think that's something that you need. You had Glover Quinn at safety. You had a talented edge rusher, even though he was out all the time, Ansa. You had a solid, defensive tackles. You had good linebacking core with Levy and everything. But if they had a corner that take away half the field, and that's what I really judge my corners off of. If you could take away a receiver all day and travel, that's how I judge you. And the Lions have just never asserted themselves in getting a top-level talent like that. We squandered 2012. 2012 was a squandering. Like you had an offensive threat. Like 2016 was another squandering where we're playing zone all the time. We're getting blown away in these early games. And we played some winning teams in early games in 2016. And then we played all these bums in the second half of the year, went to the playoffs and go win against Seattle. Everything went through Seattle. But to me, they have to really assert themselves and choose that if you want to be dominant at the right times against the right people. be dominant. I think that's what a real fan, like a person, like a novel person that watches the game for with an $8 beer in their hand and some popcorn. They not watching the game. They watching the game for entertainment. Like you and I, people like you, me, Mobby, Micro Mike, Mark Orm, people like that actually watch the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? The flow of the offense, offensive efficiency, defensive prowess, like the momentum. Like they played against somebody last year, and I was like, these niggas gonna lose this game. And I don't like to curse on here and say that word, but I looked at them last year. I'm like, they're gonna lose this fucking game. And I forget who it was against. I was with my boy Brandon. We was just like, you motherfuckers gonna lose. I think it was the Panthers or some shit. We seen that first drive or something, and we was looking at each other like, these niggas gonna lose.
That was the worst game. That was the worst game of the year.
By playing PJ Tucker, they're giving you the game. They're giving you the game. Like they're playing a trash quarterback. That was the weakest game I ever seen, bro. That was we got beat by a creative player. What the fuck? This should make me angry now.
Dude, like all the old games last year, I got frustrated in a lot of them, but that Panthers game, man, it rubbed me the wrong way on so many levels. I'm like, dog, what the fuck is this? The game plan was so bad.
You got Stafford?
What makes it worse? You got shut out by a team that's one of the worst defensive teams in the league statistically.
And
how the hell you get shut out by a 28 ranked defense?
And they was letting 53. They was letting 53 back there. That dude, that defensive end, he about to take a step. He had like 9 sacks, but 3 of them came from the Lions. So I was just so blown away, bro. I'm like, they don't have a quarterback. Like they're not producing offense. They kicking field goals. They had like 6 drives with like 3 points a drive. They scored a touchdown like 1 time. Like, what are you doing? Like,
and then we'll make it worse. They had like 3 or 4 interceptions in that game, bro. The Lions, and still fucking lose and got shut out.
Bro, I'm so PJ Tucker facts. That game was so. I was like, these niggas gonna lose. Versus
XFL guy.
XFL. He played like his first game or some crazy shit. They was talking about him like he was a creative player. And you had Matthew Stafford. Now, is this an elite quarterback? 178 for 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. What?
No.
What? Is this Stafford? I'm seeing YouTubers cry in their car when this dude get traded. I'm seeing come on, man. Y'all goofy, man. I'm seeing dudes with dreads. Why y'all trade Stafford, man? I'm just, man, what? It's just goofy, man. This dude, the game recap. I need the game recap. Adrian Peterson, 18 yards. I can't make this shit up.
The coaching was bad. Everything was bad. Everything. The defense, offense.
And you
name it. It's just shitty.
You know what killed me, though, last season? What killed me was the press conference where Sheila Ford-Ham, after I seen this game, I was done, right? Sheila Ford-Ham fired my man on Thanksgiving and shit. This would kill me.
Mm-hmm.
She said, we were actually in a playoff position. What? Did you see what I saw?
No,
I saw I couldn't be the creative player. What do you expect from
y'all was in playoff position?
Right. 5-7.
Y'all was in
you 5-7. What? What? The Bears went 8-8. You wasn't gonna win out. People was talking about win out. Win out for what? This team has no talent. Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. My bad, bro.
I know. I ain't had nothing to say. I'm reading the comments.
Oh, okay. I was watching some film on the Rams offense, and it appears that McVay is obsessed with screens. Yeah, bro, it's college. It's college, bro. I guess he was laughing at something we said. When When was the last game you knew for sure we were gonna win and we haven't won a gimme game in a bit? That's a good ass question. So you can go first while I find the game because my schedule.
I can't think of one.
I say the Bears week 1. You're up 24-10. It's the fourth quarter. What's up?
24-3. 24-3.
24-3.
And you lose 26.
Man.
You lose.
I got off of work.
You lose.
I got off at work and came to the house. I was working at the hospital, Beaumont at the time. I came to the house. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. It was like, bro. Go ahead. Just go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Man, that Bears game, that shit pissed me. Dude, Stafford was one of the main reasons why we lost that game, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Yes.
This guy threw a pick six. He threw a pick six and he had 2 interceptions that day or one. No, that's another game. I know he had a pick six in that game. But that was a key moment. Then you got
3.
You let Trubisky just go off, and he garbage.
Trubisky had 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. That's when they was talking about Trubisky because he did that in Atlanta too. He did that in Atlanta, played like bullshit for the whole 3 quarters, and we literally made his career for a minute. He was making his career until he got exposed. David Montgomery had 64 yards. Tariq Cohen had 41, but it was really Mitch. Mitch had 242. How much did Stafford have? Because I'm confused on Stafford. What does staph infection have? Bro, yeah. What does staph infection have? 297, 1 interception. He elite. This is elite. This is the year. This right here.
This is elite.
Oh, okay. Adrian Peterson, 93 yards. 6.6 average. And you still lost the game? I thought you needed a 100-yard rusher. Go ahead.
Dude. Right, like that one pick Stafford had, that was a pick six. That was fuck. Oh my god. That shit made me so mad. Go back and watch that game, dog. I'm like,
bro.
It was a key pick six too. It was like in crunch time when the Bears got real close. When the Bears got real fucking close, they got real close in the game. That pick six was a deal breaker. It was a deal breaker in that game. It crushed us.
I was staying at my boy Brandon's house at that time because I was trying to get this apartment. that I'm in now. And thing was, so I got off work and I seen it was up 24. And he was lit. You know what I'm saying? It was 4 quarters. You get off work. You just want to brew or something. You want to relax. You a man. You just want to chill. You don't want to deal with nothing. I see the game on. I already know what it is. It's 24-3. It's week 1. You already know. You already know. I'm like, okay. It was like 23-3. And then my boy said some shit to me at the end of the game. He was like, bro, you shouldn't have came home when you was at work. Everything was good, bro. Every time you get off work, they lose. I'm like, it's week 1, man. Damn. Every game was like.
Having Patricia did this shit 2 out of the 3 years he was here, blowing a fucking lead in the game in the first game. He did that shit against the Cardinals. He did that shit last year against the Bears.
And that Cardinals shit. Twice he did that with the Cardinals, bro. I couldn't stand Patricia, bro. When they hired him, I'm like, oh no. That's when I wanted to start my YouTube channel, when they hired the bitch, because I already knew I was on the Caldwell team no matter what, because Caldwell was getting the most out of the team. Like he was turning like D's and he was turning D players into C players, and he had turned like Levy, who was a middle of the pack dude, into like a star. So I'm like, whatever's going on there, they turning like people into stars. So whatever's going on is going on. And man, bro, when I tell you that the most believable thing I seen Caldwell do was say, like, I'm not trying to fix Stafford. That was like, oh, wow. I'm like, he really believed in this fool. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna believe in him too. And this fool went out there and throw 12 picks the next season, bro. I was done, bro. You got him fired. Stafford got that man fired, bro. Nobody, man, come on.
When honestly, what season Stafford played? He haven't had double-digit interceptions.
Oh man, I gotta look that up. Hey, that's a good ass Stafford always. No, 2011. 2011, I think he had 6 interceptions or something.
No, 2011, he had I think his number
2019, he had 5. Was he hurt?
Well, yeah, 2019, he had 5. The only reason why he had 5 because he got hurt. That's the only reason.
Bro,
man, if he played the whole season, he would have.
Does this sound like a real quarterback, bro? 2020, 22 and 12. I'm going to start from 2011 when he threw 41 touchdowns. 41 touchdowns was miraculous, right? 41 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. The next season, you put up 20 and 17. The next season, you put up 22 and 12. The next season, you 32 and 13. So now you back. So from 2015, I'm like, okay, you're back. You feel me? Then it's 2016, 24 and 10, 29 and 10, 21 and... If any other quarterback put up these numbers, bro, they'd be out the city, bro. It's Andre Ware numbers.
They'd be like, oh my God. Dog, when I see them crying and shit, I ain't gonna lie, I came on YouTube and started making fun of motherfuckers. I was dying on this bitch. I made fun of man, please don't say that. No. Man, whatever, dog. And then I made a Matthew Stafford is garbage video. I got so much hate off that shit.
I see old boy cry in the car. I'm like, what's going on, bro? What's going on? This is a grown man. Bro, I'm literally a soldier in the army. Like, I'm really in the army. I deploy and everything. And if I die, nobody but my family gonna cry. This man crying because a dude left the team, requested to leave a team. He told the team, I don't want to be here no more. And you crying? Come on, bro. These YouTubers went crazy, bro. Like, I think Everything King said it's time. I don't know why you trade him. He got tired. He was lionized. Mobby said he was lionized. A lot of people said a lot of things, man. And then getting Goff to me was just, I thought Goff was the same person, honestly. I was like, oh, Goff is, that's the same type of B-list quarterback, whatever. So we don't have to draft one. Let's just use him and get that game manager shit out of him. But, bro, I seen your Stafford is trash video, and I thumbs up it. Thumbs up that shit. Quandre did opening pass, pick 6 versus rookie. Yeah. Quandre Diggs, got traded. Hey, coach, we should run more zone. Got traded the next week. Got traded.
Man, I went the fuck off when we traded Quandre Diggs. I was pissed. Okay, like I said, this guy he been good. He just haven't been healthy this year, and he got traded because basically he opened his mouth against Patricia with his fat roly poly looking ass. Man, I called him a big bag of sugar for a reason.
Yeah, when they hired,
I can't stand him.
When they hired Patricia, I just had a problem with him as a person. One, because check this out. So when they hired Patricia, I just watched, I was hearing he was a defensive genius. I already didn't like coaches that came from New England because of the stench on them. I think the winningest coach that under a Bill Belichick tree is my man who went to the Texas, Bill O'Brien, and he 48-48. So he's a 500 record. So Patricia, they was calling a genius and defensive genius and everything. I'm like, he plays man. That's all he played in New England. He was using some stunts and stuff on the D line, but I don't think that was him. I think that was Belichick. but he was doing a lot with the D line. But he had Gilmore to play man to man. To play man to man every game, you need a safety that's a rangy safety like Eddie Jackson, and you need a corner like Stephon Gilmore. And then he had Malcolm Butler, who was an opportunistic corner who wasn't going, So his claim to fame was beating Seattle for real. And Seattle really beat themselves. So when I look at it, I'm like, this dude is not great. He's just playing man with great players. And sure enough, he came here and played man. Now, what I was mad at was I didn't start my YouTube channel early enough in 2018 and everything, because I could have started this in 2016. But when, I was just afraid that no one would watch me and I wouldn't get no subscribers, no views, no nothing. I was just dealing with mentality that I couldn't do this. I'm sitting up there watching, let's say, Motor City Sports Cruise. How about that? I'm sitting up there watching Motor City say, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. I was sitting up there watching people say crazy stuff. I was sitting up there watching Zion say some crazy stuff. I'm like, I got to later in time, like 2019, but I was seeing people say crazy shit. Like we was going to be the new Patriots. And I was like, y'all out of here.
No cap. I thought Matt Patricia was going to be a good coach. I thought, and then I seen his first year. I'm like, this motherfucker is garbage. Like, dog. I knew he sucked. I came to the realization he sucked when we played. Who we played that year? This first year, the Cowboys. Well, no, we got cheated in that bullshit. I don't care. But that's one of the games. I'm like, okay, Patricia, you ain't shit. I know what time it is because the Cowboys had no business winning this game. And yeah,
I got a story.
That was it for me.
I got a story for you. So after I was in basic training, right? I went to basic training in the summer, and I got there like May 30th. I'm gonna say April 30th, and I left out of there basic training. I graduated like June 10th, June 16th, something like that. So I got to AIT. I was injured going to basic training at AIT, so they held me over for like 4 weeks. And I got to AIT in the fall. The first game, my roommate in AIT is like where you learn your Army job. So my roommate was from Buffalo, right? But he was a Jets fan. And he was a Buffalo fan too, but he was like, you know how dudes be like, yeah, I fuck with Buffalo, but I like the Jets too. They'd be like, I like the Lions, but playoff time, I'm rooting for Green Bay, like them people. So the Jets played the Lions. I'm like, the Jets, man, shit. I bet you we win. We in the barracks, right? We in the common area, right? It's like, I say 10 of us, not the cap. There's like 10 or 15 of us watching the game. On Monday night, they watching Detroit. It's on TV. I'm the only person in the Army at this point that I know from Detroit. I'm literally got the Detroit versus everybody civilian shirts in my bag. Like I literally am the only one that got like Detroit, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm talking shit. Like, yeah, the Jets game, we talking shit. I'm Quandre Diggs, we going crazy, yeah. And next thing you know, we lose that game. They came out on that Wednesday with the sound effects. I was watching sound effects on my phone. This dude, you know what this dude said to the players?
What?
He lost the fucking game. You know what this dude said? He said, look, let's just do what we do and get it done. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? You just got here. What the fuck? Let's just do what we do and get it done. I'll put my head in my head. That's
do what, motherfucker?
Right. You just blew 21 points to the Jets.
What was the score? Was it 44-14 or something? Something like that. Or 41-14. I can't remember exactly. It was something like that.
It was 44 to like 20 or something. And these dudes was like going.
We didn't even get to 20. We got 14 points. That was it.
Bro, I was embarrassed, bro. I ain't even watched the fourth quarter, bro.
Dude, that game.
After that, in AIT, everybody started calling me Motown and shit. Okay, Motown. All right, Motown, shut the fuck up. Fuck Detroit. They would say shit like that, bro. Get me to go off because I was going off on the Jets. I wanted to blow that damn TV away, bro. I just wanted to get my
man. When I seen that bullshit, I was drinking. I had a pint of Hennessy. I had that bitch for 3 weeks. I never opened that bitch. And when I seen that game, I cracked that bitch up. I said, I dropped that bitch to the head. Goo, 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 goo. Fast as fuck. I was drunk as hell. I came on here live on YouTube. And you could tell I was drunk too. You could tell because I was slurring like a motherfucker. I was slurring. So
it's okay to lose. It's okay to lose. We know we're going to lose. But don't lose like that and don't get blown out. Don't actually show some heart. That's what Lions fans want to see. And don't lose. You had 21-0. Why you lose a game like that? What would make you lose a game like that? Like, that's something I can't respect. And he kept doing that shit. I'm like, bro, like you're playing man. You're not like, bro, disguise the coverage. Because they do the same little thing. They'll run motion and everything. And then the dude will trail him. And I'm like, oh, it's man single high safety. If you go through tape, it don't have to be all 22. It could be like a fucking highlight reel. If you go through the highlights of every Detroit game, with the exception of the Bears on, because that's when Patricia got fired. So what I'm saying is like from that 5-7 team, a team that won that bullshit little game against the Bears that didn't mean anything, every play before that game was man-to-man coverage. And I'm like, bro, you're not doing anything. You don't have a D line to be doing man coverage every day. Like you, like
every time he'll switch the zone. He'll switch the zone when people get hurt. When people get hurt, he'll switch the zone. But the thing is, like, you got no pass rush, bro. Ain't nobody getting to the quarterback. Mitch Trubisky had like 35 years to throw the ball. Right. That's why he was killing us. Everybody I seen Aaron Rodgers play against us week 2. He just sitting there, he ate a bag of chips, had a fucking lazy boy, a 40-ounce, and said, fuck it. I'm going to chop these bitches up. And everything. So
I got a theory on these dudes. I think they get coaching jobs from the New England. I think Belichick be like this, like, look, I'm gonna get you a coaching job. Like he interview him and shit. I'm gonna get you a job. All right, you're gonna have your own team. Just fuck with me for 2 years. We're gonna win a chip. You're gonna get your own team. And just look out for me on the picks. Because we traded with New England too much. We brought New England players over here. I remember him telling, so Gridiron had this video where he saw like Matt Patricia. He delivered some food to him or something. And Gridiron was like on there, like, oh, I delivered to Matt Patricia and stuff like that. And I think Dion reported, he capping? He said he capping.
He capping. I think he capping, bro.
He told me he had a conversation with Patricia. And that conversation was like, Patricia was like, I got all my guys here. I got 3 years to get all my guys now. There's no excuse to lose now. And I'm like, that's so dramatic.
He sound like he's capping.
I'm like, that was so dramatic. But you got to think, Patricia was about to lose his job. Patricia's like, I hope my card works in the morning, saying all that goofy shit. So I'm like, all right. And I'm thinking Patricia's, sometimes I hear YouTubers, but he was so like emphatic. I guess that's the word. When someone be like, bro, I just saw, So he was like that. So I was like, okay, maybe that happened. I'm like, all right, cool. I still believe him to this day. But I see the nonsense of Patricia saying that though. Like, I got all my guys here. Reggie Ragland? Nigga, what?
Reggie Ragland.
Who'd you bring in, bro? Go ahead.
Reggie Ragland is a bust. Bust. Hey, that dude's a bust. Like I remember he got hyped up, and I wanted him some years ago. I want Reggie Ragland, but like, and then he got to the NFL. Like he ain't do nothing. He ain't do a damn thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, cat. Man, Gridiron capping like a motherfucker. Man, you think Matt Patricia about to sit there and have a whole conversation with you at his house? At his house? You deliver food? Man, come on, bro.
Hey, you know what? Check this out. So I wouldn't have believed it, but check this out. I ran into Louis Delmas at Fairlane, and my friends never believed me, bro. Never believed me. I had a 5-minute conversation, like it felt like 5 minutes, with Louis Delmas, and that was, I'd say, 2011, before they went on that historic run. And I'm like, Javid Best gonna be something. Yeah, bro, he fast. And I can catch him though. And I had a whole conversation with this dude. I'm like, that dude Javid Best, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I was high on Javid Best. That's who I wanted to draft if he could stay healthy. He reminded me of Percy Harvin. I was like, oh yeah, he gonna be something. So I had a conversation with Louis Delmas, and none of my friends believe me, bro. None of them. To this day, they still don't. You get a picture? I had a no kid, bro. Go ahead.
Well, the year before last, I seen Snacks Harrison at Best Buy in Dearborn. Swear to God. I seen him.
They be at the oddest places, bro.
I seen him. I swear to God on everything I love. And we knew it was Snacks. It looked like Snacks. And then he say, my name is Damien Harrison, but they call me Snacks. And I play for the Lions. He actually said it's out his mouth. So that was him. That was definitely him. Mm-hmm. And he was big as fuck. Yeah, that's him. Mm-hmm. Long dreads, yep, him. I seen him. I ain't talked to him, but I seen him. But me and him, we got into it with each other on Twitter, though. That shit was funny as hell. I was about to get the roasters. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Swear to God.
So what happened? Take me through that story.
So I'm like, huh?
You tweeted him to say something?
Yeah, I tweeted him. I was like, man, dog, like, bye, man. You don't want to be here. Get go on somewhere then. I said some shit like that. I can't remember word for word because it was a couple years ago or a year or two ago. But man, he tried to he said I like a thumb or some shit like that. He said I like a big ass thumb.
Wow.
And I was like, I was gonna say something. I'm like, yo, big. I think I was cooking his ass. I said something.
Right.
I was like, yo, big, fat, roly-poly looking at like.
Right.
But it was wild. Like
no, I'm with you.
I'm not capping. No cap.
I remember. Mobby had got called out by one of them clowns. I think it wasn't Aaron Berry. I don't think it was Aaron Berry. It was somebody. He got into it with Tahir Whitehead. That's what I remember. Tahir Whitehead.
Whitehead. I think
he was a joke from the start. Tahir Whitehead was a joke. I thought he got into it with Okuda or somebody. He got into it with somebody important. I thought it was important. Damn. It wasn't Okuda. He loved Okuda. My bad. Anyway, the Bears signed Jesse James. Jesse James was a bum. I don't know why he didn't work out here. Decent. He find a spot somewhere else. Hopefully he dropped passes for him too. Get at 83 to somebody who deserves it. 83 was a cold number. Man, you know what? I'm hoping to talk to a Lion one time, like on camera. Like, you know, they don't really go for my channel. Like, I noticed like the big mom and pop motherfuckers don't really go for my channel. Like, if you establish and you got a studio and you doing real nice, you look at my channel, even though I got cinematics and all these things, you look at my channel like, oh, he's 500 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even though I got some videos that go off, they'd be like, yeah. So I don't think I'll ever get an interview like I want to get. And that service stuff only goes so far. Like, one of my sergeants does the flag for the Lions. And he got every Lions game free. He go to every Lions and he don't even appreciate it. He could do color guard and all that. He don't even appreciate it. He like, bro, I sit up there with the flag all day. I have 1 minute to shine, and I'm there. He black. And I got to watch the losing ass Lions. You know what his team is, bro?
What?
Green Bay. So you know the bullshit I gotta hear. You know the bullshit I gotta hear every time I see him. I gotta hear bullshit. Yeah, I'm hoping, bro. Like, people like you, your channel, I'm gonna put Motor City, and that's my ability too. And Micro Mike, y'all deserve to be talking to these Lions one-on-one, but I think they like these blue chip channels that kiss their ass, and that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen here. You got the cachet, I think, to really talk to the Lions with a microphone and be like, "What's going on in training camp?" But they'll rather go to someone who's kissing their ass every video, and I'm not that type of dude because of this season.
I know who you be talking about. I know some of these dudes you're talking about. I'm not gonna say no names, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
And I'm not trying to take no sides or just diversify the YouTube channel or whatever, like make it evil. I'm saying, like, bro, I really want to get up there. Like last year, if I were to interview Patricia, I'd be like, so what you really thought on that play? So what made you play man 75% of the time? Like, I want to ask him some real ass questions. Like, so Patricia, why is the pencil in your ear with the laminated what's her name? Like, I really want. Why do you dress like a slob? Like, you ain't cold yet. Do you know you lose it? Like bro.
He wearing a house coat.
Right, he wearing bro, you had the team practicing outside in the snow, and you play 5 dome games. Like, I would have been on him, bro. And if Campbell fuck up, so I love Campbell, bro. Me and Campbell actually got the same birthday, no cap, April 13th. Me and Campbell. So if Campbell fuck up,
Aries.
Yeah, you said what? Aries, yeah.
I said Aries, yes, but yeah.
So if Campbell fuck up, like, let's say offensive coordinator. If Campbell fuck up and the offensive coordinator fuck up on key calls, like I'm talking throughout a game, like that Patricia shit, oh, let's go for it on 4th down and we're up 21-17 and we, like, the fuck? Just kick the field goal. I'm going to annihilate that motherfucker, bro, because you got so much to prove. Like, Coach Dan Campbell got so much to prove, bro. Agnew, don't know what you meant by that. Joy Bell, don't know what you meant by that. I thought Griffin was a good trade. Who? You talked about the defensive end, Griffin? Old ass Griffin?
Man, everybody wanted Everson Griffin. I was indifferent about it. I'm like, I just like whatever. Because and another question, I got a question for you. Why the fuck the Lions always got to get some old ass defensive player? Better defensive player every year. Every year they do this shit.
The fuck. You should have got Everson Griffin when he signed that free agent deal with Vikings, the second deal he got. I think it was $10 million a year. That's when you should have got him, because you were like one game, one defensive player away from doing something. And I was like, sign Everson Griffin. Then you got him 4 years later for a trade with Dallas, and he wasn't even the same dude in the 3-4. Come on, man. He was done. They wanted to draft who Dallas drafted that year? They drafted a 5th round pick. That was my dude. I wanted to I forget this dude's name. So
what year was it?
It was 2019. Dallas draft. It was a 5th round pick. And I'm looking them up now. Dallas draft picks. Dallas 2019 draft picks. He's a 5th round pick. He was a D, and he went off on the Senior Bowl. He went off. Forget his name. Of course I do. I'm trying to look up his name. They sending me some bullshit. They showing me the 2020 draft. Anyway, this dude was cold. You see it? Are you looking it up?
You said 5th round pick, right?
Yeah, I think he was from, I want to say Penn. I'm gonna find it. Because I believe it was it a 5th round? Could have been 2020. 2020.
His name Joe Jackson. Is that what you're talking about?
No. He has a weird name, and he was a defensive end. I'm gonna check 20.
Is it Semi Fanico? Some shit like that. Fanico.
I'm not finding it. Oh damn, I'm not finding it. Oh man. There was an edge rusher that was really good in the Senior Bowl. Dude went off. think his name. Oh man, I gotta find it. I know I'm losing subscribers talking about this, but the dude was cold. Like the Lions had a chance to pick him, and he was I think at the Senior Bowl he went off. Him and a guy named Uchi went off. They had 3 sacks apiece at the Senior Bowl, and I was like, the Lions coached the Senior Bowl this year. I'm like, you see these 2 pass rushers, right? And Dallas drafted the dude. Everson Griffin, late in the year, was not working out. They traded him to Detroit, and Detroit fell for it. And I think his name was Amos or something. And this dude just got up and started playing, and he started playing well. He got like 2 sacks. And I think he disappeared last year, but forget what his name was. But him and somebody else was going on. Him and Uchi was going off in the Senior Bowl, and I was like, how could you not draft it? Like Jordan Love, to me, was supposed to come to Detroit. He was supposed to drop to at least the 2nd round and come to Detroit. I think the Packers was like, we could draft a quarterback right now because we don't really need anything else. And then they just nabbed him up early. But I thought that, Patricia was really impressed because he coached Jordan Love in that Senior Bowl game. And Jordan Love had a decent game, not a great game, a decent game. And I've seen like some coverage of him. He's playing great. He's making the checks and making the calls. I'm like, Patricia really liked this dude. And next thing you know, he got drafted by the Packers. And I know that's not going to be people's favorite thing of me saying like he should be a Lion, but we knew we was getting rid of Stafford. So I follow his daughter on TikTok. Will you follow whose daughter? Y'all just living it up in this chat. Hold on. Sound like the Pistons with the old players. Oh, yeah. What about Brockers? Anai, that's what his name was. Thank you so much. His name was Anai. Boy, was going crazy. You know what I'm talking about. Speak Easy Sports. What up, man? Speak Easy. That's my guy. So the thing I like about Detroit YouTube, right, is it's diverse. Easy's channel, your channel. See, I could count on you and Mobby to go off on motherfuckers. I'm a little quasi because I can't go off too much. When I curse, I get attacked. You know what I'm saying? So tell me, was you happy with the draft? Because I'm gonna tell you, I hated it. I mean, I didn't hate the draft. I hated the 4th and the 5th round. Go ahead. What you gotta say?
I did not hate Amon-Ra St. Brown. He should have been a 2nd round pick. In my opinion, I seen a lot of tape on this dude. That's how I know what he about. I think he's gonna be a solid receiver. It just give him the opportunity.
Right.
And he's faster than people give him credit for. I know you don't agree. I know you hate that man. You hate him.
I don't hate him. Like, I don't hate him. So I like his work ethic. His father, his brothers, they work like dogs. You know what I'm saying? They speak 3 languages. They hustle. The Amon-Ra, the Ross St. Brown family, they be working. They hustle. That's beautiful. From the father down to the youngest brother, which is him. They hustle. The thing about it is he was in the Pac-12 and they just run open, bro. I've never seen him have contested catches, and that's my only thing with him. Like Barnes to me is a special teams player, and I don't like Chris Spillman picking our linebackers. Like, I know he gonna go for character and all that bullshit. Look, I want a linebacker that eat with their hands. I want a dog. You know what I'm saying? I want a fucking Ray Lewis out there. I want the next Ray Lewis. I want a 6'3", lean, you know what I'm saying? Micah Parsons type, put on the helmet. He's insane. That's what I like. And as a former player, that's what I respect. Like, okay, this linebacker gives me this intensity. Amon-Ra St. Brown is probably going to be a dope-ass receiver. I'm probably going to be wrong. I'm used to being wrong about receivers. I'm so used to it. I thought, bro, that's what I thought was going to be cold.
Who?
What's that man named Marvin Hall? Marvin Hall, I thought he was going to be cold, bro.
Marvin, to me, the Lions should have kept him. They fucked up with that one.
He in New England, bro. He about to get a ring, bro. He about to get a ring.
Man, New England about to win shit. Man, come on.
What? You don't think so? You think Tampa Bay?
Not right now.
I don't know.
Man, New England, you see how that defense last year was kind of iffy. And Cam Newton was kind of ass last year. He was kind of ass.
Oh yeah. Cam Newton was a joke, bro. He was a joke last year. I'm betting on this rookie. Can't hate on no one. This Detroit Lions pride. They hungry, and Chris was our greatest linebacker to Don. That is true, bro. I hope I didn't lose a fan there. I'm tired of losing to the Packers. Yes. The way the refs call the games. Yeah, camping. Yeah, camping in the forest be right because they be calling these guys give a chance to roar. All right. Don't sleep on Barnes. I got you. So go ahead with what you were saying because you were saying some truth, man. And I can be swayed, bro. I'm not going to think the same way. I'm going to let you go in give me 10 minutes. I'm going to let you go. But say what you were saying, bro.
Well, you want me to start with Amon-Ra or you want me to go with Derek Barnes, what I think about him? Derek Barnes, I seen tape on Derek Barnes like he's a hard hitter, but think he need to work on like, wrapping up, things like that. I don't know how they're gonna use him. I don't know they're gonna have him out of space more. Play the outside linebacker. I don't know. I don't know how that shit gonna work, but yeah, but he okay. He okay pick for now. I gotta see when he played this year. I gotta see what they gonna do with him.
Right. And Amon-Ra.
Man, Amon-Ra, he gonna try. He could block his ass off. I will say that. He'll put your head in the dirt. But you said Pac-12, everybody will run open.
Hey, look, yeah, Pac-12, everybody run open. So I'm gonna say this about Amon, man. I'm gonna let you go, man. Amon-Ra to me is probably gonna be Jared Goff's best friend because he is the type of receiver Jared Goff is used to. He is that Cooper Kupp, that Robert Woods, great route runner, sneaky athletic. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to sound stupid. I know. He has a 90 speed on Madden. That's what I'm thinking. He has an 89 or 90 speed on Madden. And so he doesn't have that top-end burst, but he's a great route runner, solid receiver. And Goff can do something with that. Barnes, linebacker is a position about you, especially the middle. And if you play middle linebacker, you're responsible for making those checks and those calls. I got to know that you're really responsible for that. Now, if you play in space, you're just feeding off with you're just attacking. That's all you're doing. You're attacking or dropping back in zone. Your job as an outside linebacker is condensed. But that middle linebacker, that's why I trust my two middle linebackers right now. I trust Tavai because I've seen Tavai play at a high level. I trust Collins. I've seen Collins try to adjust the defense and get these motherfuckers right. Barnes, I got to see more from him before I really go out for him. I think he has toughness, yeah. 99 toughness.
I think Jamie Collins will have a good year this year too.
Yeah. How many games did he miss in his collegiate career? I could look it up. I don't know that stuff offhand. I ain't gonna cap to you. But you're right about Barnes, man. You're right. You might be right. You can't wait for preseason. You gonna be down there at that's my final question. You gonna be down there at Detroit?
Training camp, or are you talking about the preseason?
Training camp.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it a one of them. It's probably gonna be a weekend window.
Okay.
Likely.
What you do?
I mean, I'll be working all week, so
no.
That's why
like what do you do? Like, what's your job?
When I go to training camp. You talking about my job? I'm tripping. I just work in the warehouse, man.
Okay.
With chemicals and stuff.
Okay. Do you ever get like people ever be like, "Hey, man, beast"? People ever do that?
I mean, just out in public in general, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I won't forget. Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to get like that. Maybe I get like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna be that. They're gonna be like, oh, you Spirit of Detroit. Oh yeah. Your name Avery, right? I think Dion way colder. And then walk away. I really think I'm gonna get the Kanye treatment because every time I'm gonna get the Kanye treatment. But man, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man. I can't wait to see you. So I'm gonna be there at the end of the week. I'm gonna be there on Friday. I might not be there on Saturday, but I'm gonna try to make time. I'll be there. I love to link up with you, bro. I know I can't bring no camera. I'm gonna try to sneak my camera. I got my camera in there. Try to sneak a little GoPro or something in there and try to get these interviews going and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I love salute to you, Avery, and all our servicemen. Oh, thank you, bro. I really love to connect with y'all, man, because there's some YouTubers on here I really respect, man. Y'all really like you paid away for this shit. You was pretty much the first to do it. Like everybody says that. So appreciate you, big bro. And just I ain't gonna hold you too long. I appreciate you, man, for stopping by.
Sure, no problem. Sure.
All right, let me get you to say you too.
You too.
My God. All right, baby. I'll talk to you, man.